10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Okay, now relax a minute. Sit up and relax. What I would like for you to think about now is, why do I have to work my neck? I'm not a fighter, but oftentimes when you get close to something, you have to pick something up. If you have to pick up a sofa, you have to partner pick up a sofa. A lot of times you'll have your head against that sofa, or you have your head against something, and that helps you give the leverage. If you'll ever watch collegiate wrestlers, if you ever watch high school wrestlers, your brother, your son, your friend, or whatever, watch how they use their necks, because they bridge using their necks, they push off using their necks. With the new sport of jiu-jitsu, a lot of times when you're working on the ground, when you're grappling, you want to use your head to push off or give you a good base of support. A lot of times your hands are busy, your legs are behind you. How do you keep yourself from going over that way? You put your head out there, use your head as a base. So when you're working muscularity, when you're working fitness exercises, when you're working exercises that are designed to build strength, to build endurance, to build speed, work the entire movement, full movement. Another thing with the neck, okay, I just want to show you these. Very seldom will you ever do this type of a neck exercise. If you're a collegiate wrestler, or if you're a judo player, or if you're a jiu-jitsu player, you will use these type of exercises because they're bridging exercises. Kind of hurts the head a little bit, especially if you don't have a lot of hair on the back. But very simply, all you do is your hands here, and you just arch your back up like this, and you move it around. Move it to the left, move it to the right, all around this way. So you're building up that strength. From the front, the same exact thing. You'll be here, your head will be here, and you'll just move it around this way, building up that strength. Go to the left, go to the right. You'll be moving it around, building all around, so you really build up that strength. It's very important to have that neck very, very, very strong. Hey, I found my chair again. We've worked basically just upper abdominals, or upper body, excuse me. What I want you to think about now is working your legs, working the external obliques like we worked earlier in some kicking exercises, but also working the quadriceps, work the gluteus maximus. From here now, just think about this. I'm going to turn my chair around to this position here. I'm going to hold the back of the chair. Now all I'm going to do is bring my knee, bring it up, hold it for the count of 3, and back. Up, hold it for the count of 3, and back. Up, holding it for the count of 3, and back. Up, holding it for the count of 3, and back. Helps you also with your flexibility. Up, for the count of 3, and back. Up, holding it for the count of 3, and back. 2 more now. Up, holding it for the count of 3, and back. 1 more now. Up, holding it for the count of 3, and back. Now, and relax. Again, you're building up the obliques. Helps you get rid of that little spare tire. Tighten up those muscles around your midsection. Now, strengthening for the quadriceps. Couple ways of doing that. One, you can stand here, bring your leg up and straighten out this way. From here, isolating really good on the quadricep. Point your toes. Why point your toes? Very simply, now you're bringing the gastrocnemius into play also. From here, when the toes are pointed, the gastrocnemius tightens up, contracts. So from here, the knee is up, extend, and back. Extend, and back. I like this one because I don't ever want to face anybody to do that particular stretching or strengthening exercise. So I just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And down. You notice I did 5 or 6 with the leg coming up to the front. But I did 10 nice and easy to the side. But I'm still working the quadricep. But I'm not working the same gravity now. So I have more movement, so I can burn calories a lot sooner. But the strength is not the same because I'm lifting against gravity. Another thing we can do, if you've ever had a knee problem, you've done this in therapy. Just hold your hand under your knee, extend. 1, point your toes. 2, 3, 4, not so high. 5, 6, just make sure it doesn't touch. 7 and 8. But again, you're isolating the quadricep right in this area right here. Okay, another thing you can do for the gastrocnemius muscle, very simply, is you're not going to have a thing that you can put your feet on. But you can just very simply, 1 and down, 2 and down, 3 and down. Come up on your toes, 4 and down. Really pull it, really push. 5 and down, 6 and down, 7 and down, 8 and down, 9 and down, and 10 and down. Good. Now, it's raining outside. There's no exercise bicycle around. There's no treadmill around. One of the things when I was in college working on my master's degree, we did what is called a 5-minute step test. It will absolutely kill you. What you do is kind of watch. From this position, I step up, step down. Step up, opposite leg, step down. Step up, 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 step down. You can change all kinds of things. But what you're doing is you're going to do that for 5 minutes. What physiologists do is they'll check your resting heart rate before you do that exercise. You'll do that for 5 minutes. 5 minutes! That's not even a mile run. But they'll check your rate after you do that 5-minute step test. It is almost your maximum. Almost. Because you're really building the quadricep. You're not going anywhere. You don't have to travel any distance. You're only 5 minutes in length, but you're really, really working that heart rate because you're going that way and down, that way and down. It's a very good exercise. Another thing that you can do is, hey, how heavy is a jump rope? Not very heavy. But again, you can do that for 5 minutes or 6 minutes or 3 3-minute rounds or 3 2-minute rounds or 2 2-minute rounds or whatever you want to do. Thing is, if you're in a hotel room, you're probably going to hit the ceiling. All hotels have one of those. Do that little 5-minute step test. I'm perspiring, and I've been doing this an awfully, awfully long time. So think about it. When you're working, make your heart work. Make your muscles work to where they become fatigued. That's telling you you're getting something out of it. Don't come up here and say, oh, I can lift that and lift that thing 10 times and absolutely feel nothing. If you feel nothing, that's exactly what you're going to get from it. Nothing. Now, I don't like the adage that we've all heard, no pain, no gain. That sucks. Because pain is very good. It tells you when something's wrong. So if you feel pain doing these exercises, stop. Something is happening. Something's going wrong. What I want you to feel is a good burn. There's a difference between pain and a good burn. Also, I want you to feel that muscle getting tired. So you build up the cardiovascular endurance, the cardiorespiratory endurance, and the cardiomuscular endurance. Think about that. I just found a broom handle. A lot of times for us older gentlemen, we have the problem with the little spare tire around the waist. Okay, there's all kinds of ways of alleviating that factor. All of a sudden is from here turning all the way, full movement. It helps also relax your spine, relax the vertebrae in your lower back. You notice with it over my shoulders, it's kind of isolating the lower back. I'm not moving the cervical area or the thoracic area. Basically just the lumbar area, the lower back. And I'll do, let's say, a set of 50 of these. Coming back and forth. See how I'm twisting So I'm not really putting an undue amount of strain on it, but I'm just circling and getting that full movement. Not this way and then this way, but my head is just like a pendulum, turning right here in the middle, just like you're swinging something. Back and forth, just to get rid of that movement, just to get that movement in there. Now, after I've done that, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, I don't need a lot of movement, but I'm working that strength. Those of you that are working at this tape and that are kickers, what exercise does this help also? That's right. Bring that leg up to do your kicking exercises. Now we'll come back again doing this way. Turning all the way. Now watch. Show you something. How many of you are golfers? Okay, now watch my swing. Look. See? Look at the movement. Look at the hip. Look at the shoulders. There's your golf swing also. Okay? How many of you are boxers? Look at the left hook. Bam! Bam! How many of you are baseball players? Look at the swing that's involved. Look at the swing. Your hips are as one with the shoulders. Your feet, everything starts from the floor and works up. So you're getting your power, you're getting your twisting effect, torque, and you're getting your exercise because you're working the hips. Or you can sit solid this way, and now you can work just the lower back. Just the lower back. You notice my feet aren't moving this time. Now I can also bend over and work a little bit higher in the lumbar area. But I can come back to this area. Coming back to here. Also, I can work flexibility. Up and back. Up and back. Up and back. Over. Working back and forth. Working some kind of stretching exercise. All the way around. All the way back this way. All the way around. All the way to the rear. Back and back. Back and back. Working the necks. Working the pivoting again. Back and forth. Working back and forth here. Working the stretching. Now, put the thing down. Then you can just swing to the side. Relax those muscles. Relax those muscles. Circle the arms to relax. This is the end. This is the end. Circle and relax. We want that blood to stay in there, right? So we don't want the muscles to tighten up, which pushes the blood away. We want the fibers to stay nice and relaxed to keep that blood in there. Also, we don't want to get tired at the end and get all cramped up. It's just nice and relaxed. Good. Wrist a little bit. Good. Remember, we worked that forearm. Fingers. Good. Circle the hips. Nice and relaxed. Good. 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 Shake it out. Any questions? I'm tired. What we've tried to do with this particular tape, with this particular workout, now remember, I'm almost 50 years old, but I'm going to continue to work out like this. I'm going to continue to do this because I don't want my body to get out of shape. Now, granted, maybe I'm not going to become massive. Maybe I'm not going to become really, really, really strong, but I'm going to maintain my conditioning. I'm going to maintain my strength. I'm going to maintain my agility. Besides, I'm going to build up my cardiovascular because it's making it work. And we've just did something in about 45 or 50 minutes. You can go slower, or you can speed it up and do more reps, more sets within those reps. Usually when I train, it's about an hour, hour and a half in length. Again, I'll do 3 to 5 sets of crunches, 2 or 3 sets of the leg lifts. Then I go right to the neck because it's in that same area and I don't want to get back up. So I'll do 3 sets of the neck. Then I'll get up, I'll do the triceps. Why the triceps? Because tri simply means 3. There are 3 muscles within the tricep. So there's more muscles, I might as well get those tired first. So I do the push-ups first, then I go into the dips, then I go into the tricep extensions.
So I'm isolating muscles as we go along, the bigger muscles and the smaller muscles and then the smaller muscles yet. Then I'll rest because I want that blood to stay in those muscles for a while so they grow and they get nutrition. Then I'll do the biceps. I'll do the one-arm curls, the two-arm curls, and then if I have a bar, I'll do the real heavy weight so I can bulk up a little bit. Then I'll stretch out a little bit at the end, make sure all that works really, really good for me, and then I'm done. I relax. I don't do this every day. I do it maybe 2 or 3 times a week. The reason for this is I have to let those muscles that I work really hard rest. I have to let them rest. I have to let them rejuvenate themselves, let them heal themselves. Because a lot of times when you really work that muscle hard, you damage that muscle fiber. Muscles are made up of thousands and thousands and thousands of muscle fibers. Sometimes you damage certain muscle fibers. That's why you're sore in the morning. Let those muscle fibers heal themselves. Let them relax. Let that blood flow heal those muscle fibers. And then you can start all over again. But, you know, again, every other day is sufficient. Don't do it every day hard. You have to rest. Thank you.